Where is our objects? It should be here for our level actor. And we should have set current game state with next time. Yeah. So let me look at this. It looks like there's always a clock counting down here. Alright, so we have all of our updates set to manually check this, so we're actually doing pretty well for this. And I'm just gonna have all these variables here. In stage time doesn't make any damn sense, neither does these cutscenes. Loading stage makes sense. So does pre-stage and post-stage. Alright, so looks like we're getting there. So pre-mission. I heard the sound. I need to score a goal. Ah, I didn't run into the branches this time. I'm learning. I'm not very good at getting goals on this map. Because I overshoot it. Like, maybe I need to change my tactics. Yeah, I think what I need to do is come up on top and hit it with the bottom of my foot. So I need to like fall onto the ball and then do the pop-up, as opposed to normal where I've been coming from below, and that's just too high. I should wait and do it with the bottom of my feet. Like that. Yeah, that probably will increase my goal scoring potential on this map by a hell of a lot if I do that. It's harder to do to come on top of this thing. So yeah, pop it up and then it's tough. But there it is. Yeah, it's the right height. Oh man. Alright, so server pre-mission cutscene. Alright, so set pre-stage. So we'll just do it like this and we'll figure out what these other things will be later. Alright, then it goes to post-mission cutscene. And then post-mission. Alright, and then we need like our updates, right? Hard bots, huh? Well, we'll go ahead and score a goal. Let's see if we can get this. It's tough for me to do. Oh, yeah. Oh. I just need to practice that one. Alright, so let's duplicate this. This is going to be update pre-mission. Update pre-mission cutscene. Update loading stage. Update pre-stage. Update pre-stage cutscene. Update in stage. Update post-stage cutscene. Update post-stage. Update post-mission cutscene. And update post-stage. Update post-mission. Alright, pre-mission. We're going to do server set pre-mission cutscene. And we want to check if has authority, perhaps. Alright, so we want is controller key triggered. We want to like get the player controller. Target is, and we're getting a player controller reference. Alright, well, let me just go take a look at the... I guess we want the player logic object. Get followed actor. I mean, that's that's our macro for our stuff. Like, if the advance button has been clicked or not, then we can advance to the next game state. Why don't we do that? Make a function, which is this thing. And that way we don't have to ever look at that crap again. Alright, so this is update pre-mission. Server set pre-mission cutscene. No, it's going to be set load stage. Actually, our cutscene, update pre-mission cutscene, we don't want this. We want to wait for our local skip. You know, like, we need to know if like a cutscene is finished playing at this point. Why don't we just check our current stage? What this is pre-mission cutscene, so we should check our current mission. Get intro. Alright, yeah, get mission. Let's break it. Let's see if the intro cutscene is equal to untitled or none. And we should do the same thing on pre-mission. So local skip triggered if so if we actually have a cutscene, we'll go over to the cutscene stuff. Otherwise we won't. Otherwise, what is it? Server set pre-mission. Set loading stage. Yeah. Alright, so server set loading stage and all that. 3 seconds. Oh no! My win streak now has a tie. Well, it doesn't actually end your win streak, so that's not a problem. But it's a good point to go look at. What is our current win streak? I've just been chilling out, farming up points. When Adam's got more stuff, he's been farming up points. Is that what's been going on? I guess it's just today. He's got 28 wins on him. With a 28 win streak, he's got one more win than I do. I see how it is. I see what he's doing here. Yeah, he's in Sydney, isn't he? I'm getting the hell out of here. Shit. Is that 4 out of 5? I don't think so. I'm not dumb enough to stick around and break my win streak. Though if he got it in those seconds where I was loading out of the level, and he's already broken it. So what I should do is I should boot up another copy of Dashkin. And because you don't have to log in to go check the leaderboards. So I can actually just go to the leaderboards and see if I screwed up my win streak. Okay, I got out of there. I got out of there fast enough to get out of it. Oh no, I didn't. It's at 0. There we go. He got me. Shit. Win streak destroyed. What is this? Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Alright, so this is update pre-mission cutscene. So if our cutscene is equal to null, we'll do this. Otherwise, we need a comment in here. Check if cutscene is finished. Alright, so we'll set that thing later. Alright. So we got that. So that's update pre-mission. Cutscene. Now we want update pre-mission. No, we want update loading stage. We need that skip button. And let's do the same thing again. Let's do this stage loaded. And if this is there, then basically the stage is loaded, so we'll need to do pre-stage. Okay, so then we need to go to the pre-stage time. So this will be update pre-stage. Alright, so if we're here or local skip has been triggered, then we're gonna advance. Now what we need to figure out is if we need to go to pre-stage cuts. Where is pre-stage cutscene? We don't have one. We don't actually have an enum for this. Well, that's a problem. Well, let's generate it. Alright, let's get it rolling. Alright, let's build this thing and then get this hooked up. So we'll get this built up. While we're waiting, go score some goals. That cheeky bounce. Oh, I missed. Almost. I was robbed. I was robbed. Very good. Well, I'll give you a run through of the level flow. So this is the UI that somebody would be seeing in the game, right? Like this is the in-game UI after we've gone through the UI flow that we talked about earlier today, which is kind of this offline mission or mission categories. You basically, if you hit the start button, which we don't actually have a start button on this screen now that I think about it, there's no way to actually play. But assuming there's like a go button here, what pops up would be the loading level, and then it's going to dump you into the pre-mission screen. So the pre-mission screen would be something like mission, you know, starting, name of mission, something like that. We would then go to the pre-mission cutscene screen. So we've actually loaded into the map for the first stage of the mission at this point. So if the first cutscene or whatever, I put in a concept of cutscenes for missions, which I assume will be a matinee or something else for at some point, but I wanted to put the concept in here so we can do something. So pre-mission, the pre-mission cutscene would play, and this, you know, we can have it be like it doesn't play every time. There's a skip button, all that stuff. The cutscene goes. We then call a loading stage, and this screen basically will be loading the next stage. If we're already in the level for the next stage, or if everything's already set up, this will be real fast. Otherwise, this could be like actually like the loading level ... as it goes from grasslands to grasslands at night or something. You know, like you have a cutscene or whatever for whatever. Anyway, so after we load the stage, we go to a pre-stage state. It would say the name of the stage if it's set, anything else like that. And that's where the stage gets set up. After that, we go to the pre-stage cutscene if it exists. So we're now loaded into that specific level. So if we like, if this is the first stage, the level's already loaded, so we just play it. And then after the cutscene is done, we are now in stage. So it would, you know, say like, you know, go and everything. And any objective stuff is here versus like pre-stage would be your description, you know, break all the targets, you know, mission starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom, play the cutscene, dramatic, bitey intro thing, and then in stage is us playing the game. After the stage is over, we have a post-stage cutscene if it exists. I assume this only plays on success, otherwise we just probably will go straight to post-stage or whatever, you know, like we can go to failure at any point here. But if we're successful, post-stage cutscene. after the post-stage cutscene, we go to the post-stage screen. So it would be like, you know, excellent, you finished. Very good. If there's an extra stage, we would go back to, you know, loading stage and then through that whole situation again. So we'd go to loading stage, pre-stage cutscene. So, you know, we could load an entire level and do whatever the hell we need to. Assuming this was the last stage, we go to post-mission cutscene if there is a post-mission cutscene, and then post-mission, where you would actually get your rank and everything else here. Post-stage is just going to be like, if you finished scoring 5 goals, good job, fade to black. Post-mission is the result for your challenge and everything else. So that's what I'm setting up at the moment. So it's actually, I could connect these guys here. Like that. So we kind of keep doing that whole thing. So I think that'll allow us the flexibility to do pretty much whatever we want. So let's say you wanted to make a mission that was, you know, run through an obstacle course or something like that, and then score 5 goals against some dudes, and then, you know, run away from them or some shit. You could totally do it with different stages. We might have some issues with getting the results. Right now I've got the results on the entire mission's stat total. I'm not sure. I think we'll see. We may want each stage to have its own conditions for a rank. Because it'd be like, well, get through the obstacle course and, you know, get a score of over 5,000 for platinum, and then play a match that's 3, you know, score 3 goals, and it's like, if you get it within 60 seconds, you're good. And then something else, like time might not always be the thing that works. It might be like, well, we want time here, but we don't want time across all 3 stages. Like, one of the stages is just this technical thing. So, and then when you would just score each stage, so you'd be like diamond, diamond, bronze, and then it would go bronze. You know, with like, you sucked at stage 3 in the mission. So I would like your thoughts on that part. I mean, the other thing I could do is both, where, yeah, I guess that's probably the right call, is I should just do both. So if the stage has a tier condition, it'll do it, and then the post mission will take the worst result that you had. So if you're just making a simple mission that has a single stage, you just set one, and then if we need the more complex, yeah, okay, I'll just go ahead and set that up. Yeah, that's what I was saying is, so if we need it, we need it. It does mean that we're going to have to do, you know, more UI work to accommodate that information, but it's easier for me to add stuff now than it is to add it later when we like lock ourselves in, to just be like, well, you know, we already wrote all the UI and it doesn't work. The other thing that's cool is the mission system as written here with all these screens. It wouldn't matter if we had, this mission system will work regardless of anything, right? Like, we could have a mission go into another mission if we really want it. And, the UI that's on top of the mission system, for all of this stuff, doesn't matter. This could be a map of a region with stuff you can click on. So the mission system could be made to do a single player, campaign map if we wanted to. Otherwise, and kind of that's probably how I see some of this going, is we'll do the first missions as like a big list or some shit with what you've got right now. And I totally expect like a gold-plated version, if we ever get to it, with real like story missions and all sorts of shit, would use this whole system. And the difference would be, we wouldn't have it as a category in the missions. We'd have, some robust, cool-looking shit otherwise. So I'm kind of trying to... Yeah, exactly. If we had a campaign map, this system would work for it. So it's of a structure we could build, the whole thing around. All right, cool. Well, now that we have your blessing, I'll continue, and I'll make sure that, it's all on stream. So if you ever say like, well, I didn't agree to this, now I can say, well, yes, you did. And then I can just sit on the other side of the ocean and gloat and be a jerk, as I always am. So I'll just smash in a few goals. Looks like the gunpowder guys are starting to wake up this morning. Trying to get better at falling onto the ball and popping up, because it allows for lower arcs, and that's the hard part in this map, at least for me, is getting that low arc on a pop-up to slot into the goal, because you need to do that at speed, because you can't, wait for the fern hit if there's people around. If you got it in the air, so I'm trying to fall onto it and hit it with my feet instead of hit it with my head. Yeah, see the lower arc from that, it just slots it in much nicer. Now what I was finding for the midnight stump is if you hit this up and then wait for the bounce up, and then go for that shot in there, you can kind of, so you can get it to bounce higher, and then you can wait for it to come down. Get it just slotted in there. Yeah, I just need to get better at that. Yeah, it may also be that it helps control it because you actually have the downward momentum. So one of the things that makes the ball hard to control is that your momentum for the pop-up gets added in there, and that can make it go too dang far. Alright, so was that a new game I heard? It is. Let's go practice that thing real quick. What is this? Standard options? Yeah, so that's kind of the pop-up. I just need to get better at. Let's keep working on this player logic, setting up the skeleton for the rest of this crap. Oh yeah, I forgot. I generated that code, but I need to actually get it set up. Alright, so I added the result tiers inside of the stages. Alright, so we'll add it there, and then we need to add it in the other method. This will be tiers.add, convert to result tier, and new stage, set result tier to tiers. Okay, that should do that. What is this? Oh, it's just a single tier, isn't it? Alright, so now that that's in there, I didn't want to forget that serialization step because that's important and easy to forget about. Alright, so this is set pre-stage cutscene. So pre-stage cutscene is what we're setting here. Alright, so we were update pre-stage. So if local or this has been set, then it's going to be set pre-stage cutscene. We're going to need to get our current stage. Let's break it and see if our intro cutscene does not equal none. And we'll be able to play it. So we'll go in there if we have one. Otherwise, we're just going to do set pre-stage. Alright, so set pre-stage cutscene is working. Set pre-stage is good. So it'll be update pre-stage. So pre-stage cutscene. This needs to be not set pre-stage, then that needs to be set in stage. Okay, so in our pre-stage cutscene update pre-stage cutscene, Let's go to mission, pre-mission cutscene. So that's our current mission intro cutscene. So pre-stage cutscene is going to be very similar, except we don't want to get our mission. We want to grab our current stage. Whoops. And we need that cutscene finish local variable. Okay, so if this is equal to none, then we don't have a cutscene. So we can go ahead and skip. Otherwise, if we skipped it, or if the cutscene's finished, we're gonna set in stage. Right there. Alright. I forgot my pre-mission cutscene, loading stage. We need to do our server authority checks here. Not that we'll ever make these missions work over servers, but if we do, you know, we can just make sure it works right now, as opposed to shoehorning that shit in later. This is update pre-stage. What is this? Multi-ball, slow ball? I'm not a fan of slow ball. Pre-stage cutscene, in stage. Okay, so we do want to know if we've reached the next state time.